Hello crafty people and welcome to Caffeinated Crafting. This is Daniela, known as Caffeinated Gert, all around the interwebs. Welcome to my returning viewers, and if you're new here, welcome. It is Saturday, like 8:30 in the morning. I want to record a podcast because I'm about to head out to a little get-together with some of my locals. Because 3 of us have birthdays within like 10 days of each other in April, and we're having a little birthday party, which also means that I can finally show you the secret crafting I've been doing for a while now, so kind of off and on. I have some non-fiber craftiness to show you, to share with you, that I did with my brother last weekend. I have some new stuff cast on. I made progress on my advent scarf, and I turned 50. Oh my God, it's been a week. I got this room all situated so we could have company and had a little birthday party last week on Saturday. And now it's destroyed again because yesterday I went and picked out the new floors for in here, which are getting delivered on Monday. So now I'm in a scramble just to move what's left in here out. It's all gonna be piled in the living room. I have nowhere else to put it. So yeah. But I'm so excited. New floors, woo! New floors and then organized Gert Cave. I'm adding another shelf, kind of like this, but it's like it's a little bit taller. So I'll have plants on the top 2 shelves of the other shelf. Yeah. Plants on the top 2 shelves of the other shelves as well, and they're gonna go like at a right triangle. Like there's windows there and here, and they're gonna go in the windows like at the corner, so they're kind of like together, but you know, so they're at a little angle. So like one shelf here, one shelf here, little space there, so that corner's not like just blocked off. But yeah, that's where they're going. And then it's just going to be a little thing. I'm getting rid of one cabinet because as we moved it last week, we realized it's falling apart. It's really old. It was cheap and it's done its duty. I have a filing cabinet there in the corner that's just getting out. I'm going to put it in the garage. Maybe Sam wants to store some stuff in it. And yeah, so I've been working hard, and now I feel like I've got to do the whole thing again, although really not. But I was off work Monday and Tuesday I got a whole lot of knitting done. So, and I got I even got spinning done. I just looked at my pile of stuff. So let's start with the finished objects. So one of these, you've seen part of it. So if you'll remember back in, I don't know, January, February, when was that? Let's look at my project page. February. Back in February, I crocheted a mermaid. Oops, that's the wrong one. I crocheted a mermaid, and the pattern was by Amigurumi Today. And the pattern is called Aurora Mermaid. And so I crocheted her. And what I didn't talk about at the time was that originally I thought she was going to be quite a bit smaller. And my plan all along had been to make a mobile. But I thought she was going to be way smaller. And I was going to do like 3 of them, like one here, one for the middle, and one here. But once I finished her, she was so big that was never gonna work. Excuse me. So she sat in the gift bag to go to the recipient until last weekend, because I finally had decided, well, I'm just not gonna put her on a mobile and she'll just get the mermaid, because Suzanne makes me think of the beach. And I don't know why. Well, they do go down to Destin. Whatever. Anyway, Suzanne makes me think of the beach. Which doesn't really make sense, but that's the way it is. So I wanted to make this mermaid for her, or a mermaid mobile, because I'm kind of doing a mobile theme for my Knitterly birthdays this year. So here she is in all her super hair glory. And I could not decide, well, what could I put on the mobile with her to, I need to trim that. No. Oh, that's just part of the yarn. Okay, never mind. So it's part of, I used this yarn from the hair, and the fiber, it was hand spun, and the fiber has like pieces of yarn, and I thought, I didn't weave that in very well right here, but that's actually just part of the hand spun. So anyway, so I've been mulling this over, I guess, in the back of my head since February, because driving home on Sunday, all of the sudden I was like, oh, I could make crocheted little curly cues and use them. So she's like swimming in the waves. So that's what I did. So now she is, after all, a mobile. Another thing I worried about was like, how am I going to attach her so that it looks okay and she's not all wonky? And so what I did, I actually went twice through her. So it's a double strand here. And I fastened it with beads at the back of her neck. But she has so much hair that you can't even tell. Whoops, I tangled her up. You can't even tell that I fastened her off with the beads. I was worried that she would like sit funny or then have like beads coming out of her tail or whatever. But this works out well. So one mobile for Suzanne's birthday, because she makes me think of the beach. So there it is. She's just floating around, turning around. Wee. Swimming in the waves. That's what that was kind of my goal. So I hope it looks like she's swimming in the waves. I also craftily I used, gosh, where did I get these? Was it Shutterfly? It was one of the photo sites where you can make stuff. And I had made calendars. So I used my pictures of gnomes from last year to make reusable grocery bags. And that's what I'm using as gift bags. So they'll get the mobile and a reusable bag, because we all need more bags, right? All right, so gotta put pink tissue paper on top of that one. That way I know it's Suzanne's. And I need to remember to put the birthday cards in there. I haven't done that yet. I meant to do that yesterday, but I forgot. All right, and so the second one, you have not seen it all, because I knew if I showed that, the recipient would know that it's for her. And Jill, we couldn't have that. So it's also in a Nomi bag. This one's got blue tissue paper because Jill loves the blue. And I knit a mobile with dragons. So I used the, whoops, can we scroll? Yeah. Oh, I don't even have a project page for that yet, because I knew if she saw any sign of this, she would know it's for her. I have knit this dragon before though, so hang on, let me scroll down. And here's one. So this is Tarragon the Gentle Dragon, the pattern. However, in the wanting it to not be as heavy, I left the arms and the legs off, thinking if he's flying, he would kind of be loafing and you wouldn't see them. That's my story and I'm sticking to it, and I think it works well. So I knit 3 of these out of hand spun. You'll notice that, or maybe not, but this hand spun is the same hand spun as the mermaid hair. And then I had some blue. Oh, the blue is the same hand spun as the mermaid tail. Had a theme going. And then this was hand spun, and I kind of like how it changed. It wasn't very solid, but it kind of, so you start knitting him at the bottom and go up, and so his face ended up purple, and then you knit the tail, so the purple tail and the head go together, and then the wings, it was on further where it had started getting into yellow again, and so the wings are yellow and purple. So the wings I also made a little different. You're supposed to knit 2 of these per side and sew them together, and which means that they hold really well. But I didn't, because I was trying to keep it light, and I used Stiffy, but now that I've handled them so much, they're not so stiff anymore. But I feel like they all look a little different because of, you know, depending on how I sew them on, and I'm fine with them. And so, okay, I had 3 dragons, and which meant, and I have 5 points on the mobile. There's 5 attachment points. So I needed 2 more items. And so last weekend I crocheted dragon eggs. I held the yarn, let's see, it was the yarn from the middle dragon and the mermaid hair yarn, along with some sparkle. And I'm going to put this down now because it's getting heavy holding it there. So I held those three fibers together, and I crocheted single crochet. I started with a magic ring, and I have these crafted eggs. They're polystyrene eggs. And I just took an egg and basically crocheted to make it fit around this egg. And the single crochet actually looked like dragon scales. I was really happy with how it turned out. So I did that Sunday, and then voila, I finished both of those presents on Sunday. I'm super excited that I finally get to share them with you, because that dragon one I've been hiding for a while. And because I started working on that, I think in January, because I knit the dragons because I figured that would take a while, and then the tails, and then after a bit I put those on, and then I finally knit all the wings, because I had to knit 6 wings, and then those sat around for a while until I finally put it all together last weekend. My next finished thing, and it's kind of finished, it's still on the bobbin, but I did finish spinning this fiber from Knitty and Color. So it's from Knitty and Color. It's from, it says the colorway is called Witch Club, and I think it was Witch Please. And I spun it, it was Polworth. And this is what it looks like on the bobbin. I haven't taken it off the bobbin yet because I'm teaching one of my friends to spin, and I want to show her how the Nitty Naughty works, and so I left it on the bobbin so that I can show her how that works next time she comes for spinning. Unless she doesn't come for spinning anytime soon, in which case I might just take this off and spin something else. We'll see. Right now, I'm just glad, I just was trying to empty my spinning wheel, so as I move it about, it doesn't have stuff on it. Let's see, I cast on, actually one of my patterns. So, this is the invisibility cloak, right? I'm like, is that what I called it? Yeah. And I wanted to make a bigger one. So I'm using size 10 needles for this one, DK weight yarn, and instead of 1 skein, I have 3. So 2 of these are Knitty and Color, and the colorway was Summer Fling. And here we go. And it is worsted, although it's a light worsted, and it really feels like it's DK more than worsted. And the other one I have, I just dug around and stashed to see what I could do, is from Toil and Trouble bookish inspired, and it's fire opal. It's Cadence. So it's from Toil and Trouble. I think Cadence is the base and fire opal is the yarn color. So, and it looks like this. So I have this and this. So I'm striping them together, thinking that they'll really just kind of blend, and that's my goal. Seems to be working. So far I have finished like all of the setup section, and I've started the slip stitch section. And so I'm following the pattern as is. The only change I'm going to be making is that slip stitch section, you can really make it as big as you want. You just keep going, and that's my plan. I'm just going to keep going. It is in my super cute Animal Crossing bag that I don't remember who it's from, and I don't think it has a tag, but it's cute. So it's in there. I did work on my Advent. Oh, we don't need to search anything. Go away, Spotlight search. I did work on my Ancient Runes for Ilvermorny project, which is this Advent scarf. I finished this section here and started the next one. I think I'm actually going to take this with me to the party because this particular section is really easy, and I think I can work on that while I'm there. I already have Aiden's sock packed because that's definitely no brain knitting. Let me just put this in the bag here so I don't forget. And a pen. Yeah. So that last section, I was really intimidated because the lace part was like a really long repeat, but it really wasn't bad at all. And this section is totally easy. So I'm feeling good about it right now. Feeling good about it. Let me just move you all around here. So that is all the fiber crafting. Last weekend I visited my mom, and my brother lives real close by. And so before I went a couple weeks ago, I messaged him, and he's very tooly. He's got lots of tools. He has a big workshop. He works on cars a lot. He likes to buy cars, fix them up, rebuild them, I guess is the term, and then he sells them and buys something else and plays with it. So that's his craft. And so I asked him, I said, do you have a drill where I could put holes in coffee mugs so I can use them as planters? Like, I need a drainage hole. And he was like, I have a drill, don't have the right drill bits. And so I was like, well, send me a link to what you need, and I'll buy it and bring it with me. And so that's what I did. And then he can just keep the drill bits. So what we did, I went through my my mugs and picked out ones that are too big to drink out of regularly, or shaped such that I don't like drinking out of them. I'm kind of weird with my mugs. They have to be just right. And so I'm going to show you 3 of them that I have here. We drilled holes into the bottom so that now I can use this super awesome mug as a planter. So I have 2 here. They're both Wonder Woman. Shocking for those of you that know me. I see they're really big. And then the one that I've already put a plant in is this Slytherin mug. So I love this mug. Super cool, right? But it's really big, and it was kind of shaped weird to drink out of. But I put this little plant in here yesterday. It's a Hoya something. It's also called Hindu rope. Looks really weird, kind of like potato chips. So I put that in there yesterday, and I think it looks really good. So I am propagating some stuff, and once that is ready to be planted, then I'll have 2 more planters to put that in. Alrighty, so I think that is all I have for today. I'm going to get this all situated, go ahead and start uploading it, because I know the people that shouldn't be watching this before the party today will be on the road, so they won't see it. And I will see you lovely people next week. Have a great crafting week.